Hello. This is Jack. Today I'm going to introduce you a 3PL warehouse in Yiwu, China that is good for e-commerce. Before we going to introduce this warehouse, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I went to Yiwu in 2009, and I started working in a Yiwu market as a guide to help the overseas buyers to buy products from the market. And later, I started a company, exporting company in Yiwu. Over the years, and I used quite a lot of different warehouse, and I also rented different type of warehouses, and some were in manufacturing places, and some were in residential places, and some were above ground, and some were underground, and we also used the warehouse that's located in logistic centers like Yiwu Port. And so I can see that I know something about the warehouse in Yiwu. But today I'm going to introduce you one warehouse that is especially good for e-commerce. This warehouse is located about 5 minutes away from the Yiwu main market, the Yiwu Futian market. And it has been operated for more than 4 years, and it was located in a state-owned logistics park. So the reason why I want to introduce this warehouse is I think it can be a really good fit for e-commerce, especially for Amazon sellers, because first is let's talk about the location. In China, there are basically only two locations that are extremely good for the cross-border e-commerce. In the north and in the middle, it is Yiwu, and in the south, it is Shenzhen. So these two locations are the best for the cross-border e-commerce logistics. For Yiwu, the first reason is it is because it is close to ports. The biggest cargo port in China is Ningbo Port, and the second largest one is Shanghai. And Yiwu is not far from these two ports. It's like 3 hours to these seaports. The second reason is Yiwu has the world's largest wholesale market. So in this market, and because of this market, so Yiwu became a logistic hub in the middle, east, and north part of China. So this is the location advantage. The second advantage is this warehouse. It is a state-owned warehouse. So in China, almost all the major infrastructures are state-owned, like the airports, the seaports, the railways, the roads, the big logistic centers, and they are owned and operated by state-owned companies. So the first advantage for this kind of state-owned warehouse is it's stable, and the contract are normally for a few years. It's basically long term, so you can take it as a permanent warehouse. It's like 10 years or 20 years. This is unlike with the private warehouses, and they can change the prices frequently, and they can, because like before I rented a warehouse in a residential area, and they increase the prices every year, and they can talk to more conditions and terms year after year. But for the state-owned warehouse, and it's stable, it's you can relax that the terms will remain unchanged for quite a few years. Okay, the second advantage is for most of the time the state-owned infrastructures are better. What I mean better is for warehouse, it's like the for the fireproof, and for the burglary proof. So they have strict standards, and they also invest a lot of money with the equipment. So I can say that it is a better warehouse. It's just built for warehouse. And the third reason I want to recommend this warehouse, it's because this warehouse, and it has an experienced team. So this team, it has been helping with the overseas online sellers like Amazon sellers, Walmart sellers, prep their shipments, labeling their products, or prep the kits, and they had a lot of experience, and they know how to make the shipments. We call it like applicable for the Amazon FBA requirements. So lately, and they also do inspections, both inside the warehouse or outside to the factory, to inspect the Amazon shipments to make sure they got the labels and the barcodes and the packaging workable for Amazon FBA standards. So I think these are the main reasons I want to recommend this warehouse. Later, and I will put a video about this warehouse, either below on this same page, or I just add it as a related video, and hopefully you can see it right after this video. Okay, that's all for today, and I hope this warehouse can really solve a lot of your shipping, logistics, inspection, labeling, storage problems in China when you buy products from China. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time.